seats. Please welcome Brett Dorn up to the podium. Give it 1 second. Technically, on a contest, you're supposed to say, first of all, Brett Dorn. I remember the blonde. I remember the blonde. Brett Dorn.
This past summer, I came to the realization that I have trouble meeting women. And I think I know what the problem is. Women are intimidated by my good looks and charm. No, on a serious note, I realized I wasn't meeting very many women. So, like any 21-year-old, I decided to join the dating website, Christian Singles. Now, I have to let you in on a little secret. I'm not religious. I just joined the website because it was free. Weeks go by on the website, and after sending out 25, hey, how's it going? I'd love to meet you. You seem like a really interesting person. I only managed to talk to one woman. I was sad and frustrated because here I am, a tall, 6'5" giant, soon-to-be graduate from Cal Poly with a degree in materials engineering. Handsome, some would say. Yet, I was all alone. All alone. And I was frustrated about that. And when I went up to the local pool where I live, I would swim laps. And I took my frustration with me when I was swimming laps one day, and I just started slapping the water. I was slapping the water, and then a thought enveloped me. Stop. Stop trying to meet women. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. The next day, I felt great. I finally could focus on things other than women. Like, well, there are other things besides women, but I'm still trying to figure out what they are. So that night, I go to a concert near the beach with my family. My aunt, uncle, cousin, grandparents, everyone's there. And there are also a lot of women there. So I'm looking around, and I'm trying to apply my new philosophy. So I'm like, I can't be here right now. So I go down to the beach, I go for a swim, and then I walk along 2 miles along the beach. And then I come back. And I'm cold at that point. So I come back, I grab a towel, put it over my head, and then I just bob as I'm listening to the golden oldies. And then, out of nowhere, this woman walks up to me and says, hey, you look like my brother-in-law. And I said, yeah. Yeah. And then she goes, she grabs the towel around my head, moves it back and forth, and it's like, I hope you're staying warm underneath there. And I said, yeah, I'm staying warm underneath here. And then she walked away. And then my dad, of all people, says, Brett, you're not going to follow that up? How could I follow that up? The woman was a 5'9" blonde bombshell. She had a great face, a great body, and as far as I can tell, a great personality. I stood in that spot, and I waited 20 minutes for this woman to come back. I was hoping and praying that I would have the opportunity to say something to this woman. But then as I saw her approaching, I started shaking. I was nervous. Was I really going to go up to this woman and say something, or was I going to let the opportunity slip through my hands like it had so many times before? I approached. Hey, you look like my sister-in-law. And she laughed, and I laughed, and all the anxiety I felt receded, and then she asked me to come dance with her on the dance floor. I was like, okay. So I had my towel with me, and I was walking on the dance floor, and she was like, no, you have to leave your towel. And I was like, oh, okay. So I took off my towel, I handed it to my family, and I just smiled. Look what I'm going to go do, I'm going to go dance. This is awesome. So let me tell you, I don't know why women like dancing, but they love it. They love dancing. So my best advice for anyone that's single out there is go dance, go dance, go dance. Fortunately, I had some experience dancing before. So when I was on the dance floor, I twirled her a couple times. I did the sprinkler. I did a little bit of shopping, picking stuff off the aisles. And then I did a little lasso. Okay, I didn't do all those dance moves, but I did impress her with my dance moves. So much so that we ended up kissing on the dance floor. And I'm not talking about a little peck. No, I'm talking about some serious kissing like you'd see in the movie The Titanic. Needless to say, the night ended well. We exchanged contact information and got together many more times. Now, I wish I could tell you about each experience I had with this woman, but due to time constraints, I'm only going to be able to tell you some of the things I learned. First thing I learned, 1. Zenbu Sushi, Zenbu, in Cardiff, California, has some of the best sushi. Go eat there. Number 2, women over 30 years old don't play games. No game playing. Number 3, women are like wine. They get better with age. And number 4, I learned how the mixed drink, Sex on the Beach, got its name. But it's funny, because I couldn't remember it, so I just had to learn about it over and over and over again. But most importantly, I developed a greater appreciation for who I am as a person. There's nothing wrong with being a tall, dark, handsome, soon-to-be materials engineer.